Of course, the poster child for the new progressive authoritarianism in my mind is none other than Kamala Harris, who's running for president, senator from California. And I guess it was August, there was this epic takedown where Tulsi Gabbard got like a minute. You know, they had 10,000 candidates on stage. Tulsi Gabbard used her minute not to answer the question because that's crazy, but she took down Kamala Harris specifically for her record, mostly as Attorney General of California. And it was like, wow, that's brave. But of course, Tulsi Gabbard magically is no longer in the debates, and in a way that I think looks a little bit conspiratorial. But I watched that, and then and I knew you had already been assigned by Reason magazine to work on her, but you appear to be a walking encyclopedia of every flip-flop and every authoritarian thing that Kamala Harris ever did. And
well, it's hard to keep them all straight at this point, so there's so many.
I'm hoping you. I was trying to keep them straight myself, and I couldn't keep them out. But what was the title of your sort of overall piece on her? Was Kamala Harris wants to be the top cop or something like that?
Yeah, I had a Reason print feature recently. It was called Kamala Harris is a cop who wants to be president, because that whole, that was kind of a meme or whatever you want to call it, Kamala Harris is a cop, because sort of a shorthand way of saying, and I say this in the article, when people say that, they're not obviously invoking the best of law enforcement. It's almost like saying she's a narc, but more than that, she's a dirty cop is more or less what it's sort of shorthand for. That she has this huge record of not just enforcing sort of, not just regular enforcement of laws, not just regular enforcement of even petty laws. Which she definitely did. She went after, even though she likes to say that she didn't now. If you look at her record, she went after homelessness and truancy and drug crimes and prostitution crimes and all these things that are, where she likes to pretend now that she didn't. But also that she fought to keep people in jail who evidence said that actually they were maybe innocent. She just, things like, she said she was against the 3 strikes penalty in California, which is, sort of tough on crime laws like that. And then, but then behind, closed doors, she'd actually fight for it. It was it's just a series, an endless sort of series of things like that.
Yeah. And then she and you described her as somewhat Trumpian, because now when you challenge her on these things, she's like, I didn't do that.
Yeah, it's amazing. And this is even in especially it's, I think, been picking up more as the campaign season has been happening. Like she said on CNN, she told, I forget who, one of the hosts, that no one had ever gone to jail in California because of her truancy policies, which is just outright not true.
Yeah.
She'll support one thing and then she'll say later, like, well, I never said that. And you can find a video or a public statement of her saying that. It's these sort of, that's what's sort of amazing to me. Yeah, these lies that, like Trump, sometimes it's just like, there is very plain evidence that this isn't a matter of interpretation, that you directly did this thing, or this is a fact, and you're just outright willing to say that the opposite is true.